Hi everyone and welcome to Seniors Night at Piscini Stadium as Franklin High School honors its 16 members of the boys lacrosse team as they and the rest of the team take on the Rocketeers of North Attleboro in boys lacrosse. Hi neighbors and welcome to our telecast. I'm Pete Royce, working alongside Chris Flynn, our producer and director here tonight. Franklin High Panthers with a record of 10-1 and 2-1 in non-league play. They are 8-0 perfect in the Hawk, take on the Rocketeers of North Attleboro, and they come to town with an overall mark of 7-3, and they're 6-3 in the Hawk. This should be a dandy. Talking to Coach Chris Baker before the game. By the way, he is a proud parent, one of the parents of 16 seniors being honored here today. Chris was telling me before the game that he feels that anybody in the Hawk this year has the potential to spring an upset against anyone. So he's prepared for a good game here tonight against North Attleboro. North Attleboro has won 5 in a row, so they started a little bit weak. They got blasted out by King Philip 10-0, and then one game later, a couple of games later, they also lost to Mansfield 17-7. But from that point on, they've been on the right track, and they come here today confident of springing an upset against Franklin. Franklin team undefeated in the Hawk, and here we go. The officials for today's game, Jim Carbonneau, who has the ball at midfield, and Tim Johnson, as we get ready to bring you 4 12-minute periods on Senior Day. We'll tell you about the seniors as the game progresses. The face-off is struggled for, and Franklin is still trying to get it off the turf. Nobody can pick it up. It's still being battled for it, kicked out of bounds. This should be big red ball, I believe. Let's see. No, they're going to give it to Franklin. Franklin will have it. Jim Carbonneau, the official, makes the call, and the Panthers put it in play. 23 for Franklin is Jordan Gaspar. Franklin in the home white, going from right to left across your screen, and North Attleboro in the visiting red and white, going the other way. And their goalkeeper is Connor Casey, a junior. Franklin with 16 seniors honored here in pregame ceremonies. It's nice to see the seniors with their loved ones out on the field. Franklin will take it around behind the X, and they're going to work it for that good shot. This is Jack Fairweather. He drops it for Nate Walsh, a sophomore, getting the start here today. This is Walsh with it. He's going to shoot. Oh, what a save by Casey. The ball rebounds deep. And right away, Franklin covers and smothers the attempting attack by North Attleboro. And there's a hard push, but no, now the late call here is going down hard was Jack O'Connor, and he's going to draw a foul against North Attleboro, and the Panthers will have the clean start. Just underway here from Piscini Stadium, 70 degrees at game time, cloudy skies at the moment, possible threat of a shower. Jack Fairweather, he'll back it out. Franklin with 2 huge wins in the last 2 games, one over Catholic Memorial 9-4, and one over Mansfield 11-10. Ball on the turf. You can see the physicality of the game early on here tonight. And Big Red takes it upfield. This is Nathaniel Robin, only a freshman. Robin all the way into the attacking zone. Robin with the pass, that's going to go out of bounds, is it? Yes, it's going to go out of bounds. And on the pass out of bounds, the Panthers will put it back. Friedman is in goal for Franklin. And he is a senior. Franklin starting out. No score early on. This is Nate Walsh to midfield. Walsh along that right sideline. Drops it behind the net. Back on the left side it comes. Now out deep for Thomas Quinn, the junior. He was out a game or two with a little bit of an injury. He's back on the field. Quinn Keelty just holding it. Whips it on the right side. Fairweather holding. Makes his move towards the hoop, looking for an open player. Finds one, there's the wicked shot there. Oh, what a save by Casey. Casey on the blast from, I believe, Thomas Quinn. Makes the stop. He's been the key to stopping a couple beautiful saves by Connor Casey, the junior. With it now for North is Andrew Schmidt. 8:53 left, first period, no score here. Brady Backner with it, he's a senior. And Big Red will work it around. Out back top for Andrew Schmidt. This is Schmidt. Swarming Franklin defense. Nice pickup there on the sideline. Picked up there by Brady Backner. Long possession brewing here for the Red Rocketeers. The turnaround shot is just wide. A good attempt there. I believe that was taken by Luke Antonetti, another senior. Back out it comes for Backner. Number 2 is Ryan Backner, so they might be brothers. They are junior and senior. This is Ryan Backner, and he drops it for his brother Brady Backner. Brady reverses field. He'll drop it back out now. It comes to Thomas Hickey. I'm sorry, Quinn Regan. Good possession for the Rocketeers. 7:26 left. Clean start to this game. Coach Baker telling me every team in the Hawk is capable of winning every Hawk game. That's a little different than what we've seen in past years here in Hockomock play. Ryan Backner. Long time of possession for the Rocketeers, out to Quinn Regan. Hounded there as Andrew Schmidt double teamed. Panthers very physical, but Schmidt retains possession for a moment. Now it's taken back by the Panthers. That's that swarming defense. Franklin will start it up. Taking it behind is Jordan Gaspar. And back out it comes to Thomas Quinn. Quinn has had a couple of good looks, at least one. Seamus Conlon, another senior, and he whips it over to Finn Mitchell, yet another senior. We'll give you some little bit of information on where these seniors are heading for next year, as Quinn has it. On the right side is Finn Mitchell. Panthers looking to get their first goal. In front is Conlon. Oh, what a good spin move. What a save by Casey. He goes down on one knee on the spin move and the shot by Seamus Conlon. Connor Casey, he's been outstanding in goal for the Rocketeers. Long pass upfield. That's going to connect. Some space here. The shot, the save by Friedman. Might have hit the post. And taking it back for Franklin is Jackson Palmieri. Palmieri, he'll loop one. It's caught back out deep again. It comes for Gaspar. What a start to this one. Exciting lacrosse here. The passing has been outstanding. Charlie Ballerino, he likes to play back there. He can score. The Panthers will slow it down. 4:59 left. I don't know that we've had more than one whistle in this game so far. I know there was a foul on North. And an out of bounds play. That's been about it. Gaspar, Ballerino. Around the horn it goes for the Panthers. Number 6 for Franklin is Quinn Keelty with the ball. Keelty gets by one. He's thwarted on the play, and he'll drop it out top for Jack O'Connor, the fellow senior. O'Connor gets tripped. No whistle. Play on. How about that? Play on for North Attleboro. They have some space on the right side. Skip pass to the top. Called in there by Ethan Gustafson, another senior. 4 minutes left here in the fast-moving first period. Oh, the shot is blocked. The block was by Finn Mitchell. Ball in front, it's loose and picked up by Friedman very alertly. Friedman has it. Franklin on the start out. Number 3 is Tyler Crandall. He loops one, that's caught. Ballerino looking for Gaspar, can't find him. Will hold. Now he'll drop it back deep and the Panthers will kick it back out in the possession of Thomas Quinn. What a great game so far, featuring outstanding goalkeeping, especially by Connor Casey of North. 3:14 to go in the first period. O'Connor retains possession off the left shoulder, gets through, his shot is wide, and Gaspar will be first to the ball, and the Panthers will retain possession. 2:58 to go here in the first period. Number 7 is Nate Walsh, a sophomore for Quinn. It skips through Walsh, it's on the turf, and Franklin there to retrieve it. Ballerino comes out of the pack with it. I'm sorry, that was Gaspar, Jordan Gaspar. Coming through, the shot there and the score. Going out and under was Nate Walsh on a beauty, and Franklin gets on the board at 2:24. 1-0 Franklin. Nate Walsh. Good passing by the Panthers, and Walsh scores it, the first goal of the game at 2 minutes and 24 seconds remaining in the period. Nate Walsh. Franklin on the board. Talking to Coach Chris Baker before the game and asked him, what about those 2 victories of your last 2 games? He said, Catholic Memorial was awesome. He said, we led the whole way. In Mansfield, we gave up a lot of turnovers and still managed to win, but he wants to cut down on the turnovers. He gave Mansfield way too many chances, and Mansfield is a good scoring team, and they put 10 home. But Mansfield had 8 goals of those 10 in the first half, and then Coach Baker switched from zone to man, and that did the trick. But that was because of the way that Mansfield stacks up on offense. He won't play man on everybody. There's a long shot there. It's wide by Drew McCarthy. I asked him, will you go more with man now? He said, it depends on the matchups. But what a job, what a strategic move to switch from zone to man, and then cut the Mansfield scoring from 8 in a period to 2 in the second half, and that propelled them to a real close win. 11, loose ball here, Franklin has it, going down, the save by Casey. He didn't know he had it. Great save again, Casey keeping his team, North Attleboro, close. Franklin continuing to put the pressure on, 1:30 to go, and whistle, and a timeout, no, a violation here against the Panthers. And the ball will go over to North with 1:29 to go in the first period. 1-0 Franklin on top. Very evenly played game so far. Very comfortable night here at Piscini Stadium. Nice crowd on hand for senior night as Schmidt has it. And he'll leave it for Gustafson. Over to Backner, Brian. Now out top it goes to Andrew Schmidt. 26 is Brady Backner. He's the senior, his brother the junior. Schmidt, Andrew, drops it too strong, and it's going to roll out of bounds, and on the turnover, it'll go to Franklin. 48.7 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Pete Royce with you, Chris Flynn on the camera, as Franklin will try to get a good structured play in bounds here for the final 40 seconds, and is blocked and taken back by Quinn Regan. An unforced error there. Quinn Regan made a nice play. That was what Franklin's nemesis was in the Mansfield game. Too many turnovers, according to their coach, Chris Baker. 20 seconds to go here in the quarter. Pass in front, and the shot there. Beautiful pass. Schmidt to Brady Backner, and Brady scores it with 13 seconds to go in the first period. Beautiful goal to Brady Backner, 1-1. Goal comes with 13 seconds straight up left in the first period. Beautiful passing. Schmidt to Backner. He buried it. Face-off coming now at midfield. We're tied 1-1. Ball is loose, picked up and stolen by the Red Rocketeers. 3 seconds to go. Ball is on the turf. This ball is going to roll out of bounds, and that'll end the first period. So, even game here at Piscini Stadium on Seniors Night. 1-1. And let's take a look at some of the seniors. We'll try to give you some info on several of them each break we have. Let's take a look at goalkeeper Sam Friedman. He will be graduating soon. He'll be heading to Mass Maritime Academy. Jack O'Connor, another senior. He plays a lot of offense, and he'll be taking a postgraduate year at the New Hampton School. Tyler Crandall, one of the members of the famous Crandall family from Franklin, and he'll be going to Bridgewater State University. And another senior we'll profile here, Finn Mitchell, senior midfielder. Crandall plays defense. Mitchell, the midfielder, he'll be going to the University of Maryland. Jack Nelson, the senior offensive player, he'll be heading to Penn State, where the assistant coach played for 3 years, Matt Lazaro. That's the Franklin assistant coach and the head JV coach. By the way, the JV team won today 6-0. They're undefeated. So Nelson will go to Penn State, where Lazaro went for 3 years, but Lazaro is now transferring to Providence College. And we'll take a look at one more senior here before we start play. Jack Harrington, the defender, he is going to the University of New Hampshire. That is 6 of our 16 seniors. We'll profile the other 10 as we get the chance as the game goes along here tonight. So we start the second period all even at 1. Goals in the game by Nate Walsh at 2:24 and Brady Backner at 13 seconds. Franklin now will be going from left to right. Big Red going the other way. So we start the second period, 70 degrees here in Franklin. Sun trying to make its way out onto the Piscini Stadium turf. Nice draw there by Rocco Lampasona, and he's going to go off after winning the faceoff. Franklin and North Attleboro, 2 Hockomock foes. Ballerino, far wing. They're going to take it out deep. Angling towards the center of the field. Now it's dropped on the right for Quinn Keelty. Keelty will trot it up on the right side. Spins through, 360. The pass, it's too high. Too high. And what happens there is Franklin cannot cross that midfield line, so they couldn't go for the ball. They had to wait for it to come to them. And as a result, is taken back by Ryan Gomes. Gomes, he got it over to Quinn Regan. And Regan will drop it out near the midfield stripe all the way back there for Andrew Schmidt. And that's a violation on Schmidt. And the ball will go back to the Panthers with 10:50 to go here in the second period. Connor Casey has been responsible for this tie. He's been outstanding in goal for the Red Rocketeers. Franklin setting up its play. They get a screen from Thomas Quinn. Charging through, the shot, the save by Casey on the blast there by Nate Walsh, looking for his second goal of the game. He almost had it. Casey's been outstanding. And here come the Red Rocketeers, and they flip the field real quick. 34 is Ethan Gustafson. A lot of talent on this team. Coach Baker recognized it. They started slow, but they've won 5 in a row, have the Red Rocketeers. Ryan Backner, he'll drop it on the right side. Making a move down there is Luke Antonetti. Gets the ball through, picked up by Friedman. He did not let that go past his line, and he gets the pass. Oh, it's into the lower feet area of a Panther, and it's going to be boxed around. Franklin hustles back for it, and Flynn Baker wins the ball, and he's pushed. There's a push there. Let's see what they're going to call here. 9:26 to go. 2 officials want to get together, Carbonneau and, let's check the other official for you. For the game, it's Tim Johnson and Jim Carbonneau. And let's see, they're going to give the ball to the Red Rocketeers. Push called on Franklin, and this is Will Rodden to inbound it. No, I'm sorry, this is Andrew Schmidt. 1-1, 9:26 to go in the first period. This is Schmidt. He'll drop it down low. Quinn Regan. Back out top for Ryan Backner. Lights are on here at Bassini Stadium. An overcast day, but bright still. Natural light. 34 is Gustafson. Gets it back, Ethan Gustafson. Ryan Backner. And Luke Antonetti makes his move. He keeps it all the way past the back line. He'll drop it back. Here's a position for a shot, and it just rimmed out. I think Friedman got a stick on that, and it almost went through, but it's a save by Friedman, and Schmidt chases it down, and the Red Rocketeers will keep the ball on offense with 8:29 to go in the second period. We're tied at 1. You can see the athleticism on both teams. Tremendous. Crisp passing, running the field beautifully. Here's a nice look. The shot there, and the goal. Ryan Backner gets the goal. He joins his brother Brady with a goal. That goal comes at 8:12. And for the first time today, the Red Rocketeers lead it 2-1. So the Backner boys, Brady at 13 seconds of the first period, Ryan at 8:12 of the second period, gives the Red Rocketeers their first lead of the game, 2-1. Beautiful passing. We mentioned the crispness of the passing. The athleticism on display here. This is a real good game. On the draw is Nathaniel Robin, and he wins it. Here he comes, Robin. Loops it on the left wing. Back out to Ryan Backner. Gustafson. Franklin trying to dig in on defense. Schmidt gets it back on the right wing. The Red Rocketeers have had a lot of time possessing the ball. This is Schmidt. Brady Backner with it. Gustafson. Gets it over to the left side. With it there is Andrew Schmidt. And he'll be hounded and pushed way back. The defense there by Flynn Baker. Beauty. Double team. Ball is caught. Back in front. Nowhere to go for it. There was Ryan Gustafson. And now the shot there in the goal. The shot in the goal by Andrew Schmidt. And it's 3-1. So that goal comes at 6:40. 2 straight goals by North Attleboro. They go from, they've actually had 3 straight goals. It was 1-0 Franklin, now it's 3-1 North Attleboro. Goals by Brady Backner, Ryan Backner, and Andrew Schmidt. This one comes at 6:40. Franklin in a bit of a scoring drought. A lull, let's call it that. Lampisona wins the ball. Important face-off win for the Panthers. Out he comes to Jack O'Connor. He'll drop it down low. Ballerino. Franklin down by 2 now. Out top, 6 is Quinn Kilty with it. Jack O'Connor. To the back line. Over there is Ryder Hanchett. Hanchett, the junior. Thomas Quinn. Nate Walsh, he's got the lone Panther goal with it. Back to Thomas Quinn. Quinn. He'll leave it for Jack O'Connor. Jack on the left side for Walsh. Walsh comes around the screen. He's going to shoot and he's going to score. Nate Walsh gets his second goal, and it's 3-2. Nate Walsh scores at 5:31. He has both Panther goals, and the deficit from 2 is down to 1. 3-2. So after giving up 3 straight, the Panthers respond with a goal of their own, making it 3-2. North Attleboro with the lead. 5:31 to go in the second period. A little bit brighter here at Piscini Stadium. Sun mostly obscured with clouds. And Carbonell, the official, gets the ball set up. Lampisona battles for it, but it's won by the Red Rocketeers. Taking it down is Nathaniel Robin. That is Luke Antonetti. Antonetti gets it out top for Ethan Gustafson. Gustafson sends it out top. With it is Ryan Gustafson, sophomore. Ethan is a senior. Red Rocketeers looking for more. The pass in front. It's bobbled. Franklin is going to corral it over to Sam Friedman. And the Panthers withstand the pressure, looking to tie the game at 4 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the second period. Great lacrosse game brewing here from Piscini Stadium on senior night. Over for Flynn Baker. Flynn, the coach's son, the basketball champion from the fall season, the winter season. They take it down low for Ballerino. Franklin looking to set up the tying score. Franklin making some changes, so Quinn just holding the ball. And he gets it to Nate Walsh. He's got both Panther goals. 6 is Quinn Kilty. Under 4 to go here in the second period now. Low scoring affair. Tough defense, great goalkeeping. This is Kilty. Comes through, cannot shoot. Crosses over, and we'll drop it for Walsh. Nate looking for the hat trick. He goes down but retains possession. How about that move by Nate Walsh? Walsh, the sophomore for O'Connor Jack. Senior gets the pass there, back out. Franklin looking for a better shot. 3:20 to go, first half. Quinn Kilty, nowhere to go. Tough defense. Kilty comes through. He's going to shoot, and is just wide. Just wide. It ricochets down. Franklin will have the ball. 3:04 to go. Clock moving here in the second period. Kilty. Left-handed shot. It's wide. Franklin will chase it down. They'll have it. Under 3 to go here in the second period. Very low-scoring affair. Franklin coming out with it. A lot of heavy contact. Franklin will chase it down. Will pick it up. There is Ryder Hanchett. Hanchett loses the ball. He's going to go to the Red Rocketeers. He stepped on that back line with 2:42 to go here in the second period. 3 for North Attleboro, 2 for Franklin. Back there with it is Frankie Strachan. That Strachan name sounds like the football coach's son. I could be wrong about that, but famous name at North Attleboro. Michael Strachan. Out for Ethan Gustafson now. 13 for North is Luke Antonetti. Down below the goal come the Red Rocketeers with it. Whip it out top, back on the right wing. Caught there by Brady Backner. He's got one of their 3 goals. 25, the big Andrew Schmidt. Whipped down, there's the shot there, it's wide. Steered away a little bit by Friedman, and North will continue the ball with under 2 to go in the first half. In front, all alone there, the save by Friedman, a beauty, and Franklin comes out of the pack with the ball. On the run out there is Quinn in a timeout called. I'm sorry, that was not Quinn, that was Jack Harrington, and the timeout called. I thought they had a break, but Coach Chris Baker, I believe, called the timeout with 1:36 to go here in the first half, and it is North Attleboro 3, Franklin 2. Continuing on senior night, let's take a look at some more seniors. We told you about 6 of them. Here's number 7, Jack Fairweather. He wears number 17, 7th on our list here today. This senior midfielder, he'll be going to the Mass Maritime Academy in the fall. And another senior defender, Gavin Abdel Aziz. He'll be going to Penn State University. Carter Balducci, a midfielder. He'll be going to a postgraduate year at Mount St. Charles Academy. And Andrew Frollo, the midfielder, the face-off person, the senior, the football player. He'll be going to the University of New Hampshire. Continuing on, Jordan Gaspar, he plays attack. He's a senior. He'll be going to UMass Amherst. Jackson Palmieri, the defender. He'll be going next fall to Keene State University up in New Hampshire. Drew McCarthy, the defender. He'll be going to St. Michael's College, definitely playing lacrosse at St. Mike's, is Drew McCarthy. And Flynn Baker, the last senior to feature, will feature in this timeout, the coach's son, and he'll be attending Southern New Hampshire University, and he'll be playing lacrosse there, just over the Massachusetts-New Hampshire line at SNHU, Flynn Baker. So there's more of our 16 seniors featured here tonight on Senior Night from Piscini Stadium. Nice ceremonies before the game for them. And we have 1:36 left in the Franklin offensive zone. The Panthers have it, trying to tie the game before halftime. Jack O'Connor. Ballerino. Hanchett. From right to left and back around we go with the ball. Back out deep for Quinn Keelty. 1:16 to go. Ballerino. Hanchett. Same pattern. All the way around the clock. Quinn. He's going to shoot. It's blocked. It's loose. Picked up by the Red Rocketeers on the dead run. There's got some speed there. Now they'll slow it down and a whistle here. And let's see. Coach Carbonneau right in the face there of Thomas Quinn. And a timeout called by Mike Barisi, the head coach of North Attleboro. Not sure what Carbonneau had to say but Thomas Quinn, but he was right in his grill. 57.2 seconds to go. Continuing on, senior night for Franklin. Another senior is Seamus Conlon. He is a midfielder, and he'll also be going to Mass Maritime Academy. How about that? That's at least 3 seniors that we know of going to Mass Maritime Academy on the Cape. And the last senior of the 16 for Franklin is Kieran Walsh, and he's a defender, and he'll be going to the University of Maryland. those are your little mini profile on your 16 seniors. I talked to Coach. I said, you're losing a lot. He said, yes, we are. Some great players. And we'll have 16 juniors back, and they'll have 16 seniors next year if everything falls into place for Franklin Lacrosse and their coach Chris Baker. I said, yeah, you got the 16 seniors. You got an undefeated JV team. He says, I know it. So the pipeline is very strong here in Franklin with lacrosse, boys and girls style. Later on in the second half, we'll run down all the latest power rankings for the 4 major spring sports for Franklin. Baseball, softball, boys lacrosse, and girls lacrosse. We'll tell you where they stand with the power rankings from the MIAA that just came out yesterday morning. So we'll reveal those in the second half as we are just 55 seconds away from that point. Red Rocketeers with the lead and the ball. This is Ryan Backner. Over to Luke Antonetti. And they're going to take it back down for Gustafson. 40 seconds left. Gustafson holding. Back out for Ryan Backner now. 32 seconds to go here in the first half. So glad you're with us, fans, on Franklin TV, and we're streaming on YouTube. Backner drops it for Gustafson. 21 seconds to go. Franklin hold off and just keep it at a 1-goal deficit. Time winding down. Attleboro North making their move. Here's the shot there. What a save by Friedman. The ball is loose and Franklin can't come up with it. Now they do with 3 seconds to go. And they're going to send it all the way upfield, and time is going to wind down. And there's the horn. Great goalkeeping by both goalies. The last one featured an outstanding save by senior goalie for Franklin, Sam Friedman. Well, we're at halftime. We're going to pause here, recap the scoring. Nate Walsh for Franklin, Brady Backner for North Attleboro, Ryan Backner for North, and Andrew Smith for North. Then Nate Walsh gets the second of his 2 goals at 5:31. No scoring since that point. We're going to take a break on senior night and come back, and we will feature the second half of this outstanding lacrosse game between Franklin and North Attleboro. Stay tuned for that, and stay tuned for our rating. We'll be giving you all the rankings from the MIA of the 4 major sports. Till now, we're at halftime. Franklin trails it 3-2. We'll be back in about 9 minutes. Welcome back to Piscini Stadium for this excellent boys lacrosse matchup here on Seniors Night in Franklin. Pete Royce with you, Chris Flynn alongside. It's 3-2. North Attleboro with the halftime lead. North Attleboro is red hot. Their wins 5 in a row coming into today's game, and they're a force to be reckoned with. A record of overall 7-3, 6-3 in the Hawk. Franklin 10-1 overall. 8-0 in the Hawk, 2-1 in non-Hawk games. So we featured the 16 seniors in the first half, and one of them who scored a lot is not a senior, is a sophomore, Nate Walsh. Ironic that on senior night the sophomore has both Franklin goals, but they need more than that. They need some other production. Talking to Coach Chris Baker before the game, he feels as though the team in the last 2 games started to turn it around offensively. Nice win over Catholic Memorial 9-4 and over Mansfield 11-10. They were beset by turnovers in the Mansfield game, and he feels like the offense is coming, but so far tonight, North Attleboro has stymied the Franklin offensive game, limiting the Panthers to just 2 goals while scoring 3 to take the slim lead as we have 24 minutes left with the sun coming out here at Piscini Stadium on Seniors Day. Now the draw at midfield. Lampasona chasing it down for Franklin. He gets pushed out of the way, and it's going to be controlled by the Red Rocketeers. And they're going to go from right to left, from left to right here in the third quarter. Still loose on the turf. 5 or 6 players going for it. Fairweather had a shot at it. It's still on the turf, and nobody can come up with it. Now it goes on the left wing. It's going to be chased down there by Ethan Gustafson of the Red Rocketeers, and they'll retain possession. Just underway here in the third period. No penalties in the first half. Clean game, physical game, but a clean game. Red Rocketeers now. Most of the field in shadow, still sunny up here in the press box as we look across towards the sun over on the right side, right behind the goal. Gustafson, he'll drop it there behind for Brady Backner. He had the first goal for the Red Rocketeers. There's the shot. It's wide by Backner, and it's going to be retained possession for the Red Rocketeers. They were closest to the ball. If you are closest to the ball on a shot, you retain possession. On a pass and it goes out of bounds, you turn it over to the opposing team. 10:47 to go. Here's the shot there. It's scooped up by Friedman. He caught his own bobble and picked it up a second time. Over to Flynn Baker. Baker, one of the captains, the coach's son. Right up the middle comes Baker. Look at the speed by Baker. Taking himself, he shoots. It hits the pipe. It hit the pipe. Flynn Baker. And it offside called against the Panthers anyway. Wow, what a drive by Flynn Baker. Took it all the way and almost scored it. Wouldn't have counted. Here's Brady Backner back quickly. 3-2, North Attleboro with the ball and the lead. This is Ryan Backner, back to his brother Brady. Down low, Gustafson. Catch there by Brady Backner. Back out for Ryan, now to the top it goes. With it is Luke Antonetti, the senior attacker. Antonetti draws a double team, retains possession. Drop it there for Backner in front. Good defense by the Panthers. Excellent defense there to stop the drive. Red Rocketeers still with it with the lead. The last defense was turned in by Jack Fridjon. Red Rocketeers start to droop. The shot is wide. They'll have the retained possession on the end line on that shot. Just over 2.5 gone in the third period. Red Rocketeers on top, 3-2. Brady Backner, the junior, backpedaling. Picked up by Jack Fairweather, the senior. There's a screen. Fairweather will drop off of him. Pass goes end line to Andrew Schmidt. Schmidt holding, looking for cutters. Whirling through, unable to get a shot off is Quinn Regan. And Regan will send it over to Ryan Backner. For Schmidt, to the back line it comes. In front, good ball movement here. Charging through with the shot there. The save by Friedman. What a save! Out of midair, he picks the ball. Franklin still retains just that 1 goal deficit on that beauty of a save by senior Sam Friedman. Quinn Keelty takes it back for the Panthers. Keelty with that speed. In front of the North Attleboro bench. He'll drop it on that far side. Franklin will take it down behind the goal. 3-2 early on in the third. Ball Nunelli for Quinn. Ballerino, I should have said, for Quinn. Now it comes out for Nate Walsh. He's got the 2 Panther goals, this sophomore. Franklin trying to get the tie. A defensive struggle and a struggle with 2 outstanding goalkeepers. O'Connor cannot release. Spins through, gets a shot off. What a save by Casey. An alert play is a nice shot attempt by O'Connor, and Casey comes up big. He's been outstanding in goal. On the rush out is Frankie Strachan. This is Strachan. And a foul called, a delay call coming up against the Panthers, the first penalty of the game. And it won't be called until Franklin gets sure possession. Delayed call. And now a stoppage of play. And we'll see what the penalty is here. First penalty of the game. It's going to go against Franklin. So it'll be North Attleboro with a player up at 7:01 in the third period. Wait for the call against Franklin. Not posted yet. There's the shot, the save. No, not a save. It gets by Friedman. He steered it clear to Gustafson. No penalty posted. The flag was on the field. They may have picked up the flag. They may have picked up the flag. We'll see. Whipped around. The top is Buck, and his pass is wide, and Franklin will have it on the turnover. So no penalty. The penalty was waved off. The penalty was waved off. It was a delayed call, and they waved it off. They also called an offside call. That might have been why they waved it off, offside against North Attleboro. So we play even strength with 6:25 to go. Nice spin move here by the Panthers. That was goalkeeper Sam Friedman. Tries to leave it for Ballerino and is taken back the other way. So there's that turnover. It's been a bugaboo for Franklin in its last game anyway against Mansfield, according to their coach. With it now is Ryan Gomes, who's in the game. He's a senior. Under 6 minutes to go in the third period. No scoring here in the third period. Chase Farrow is in the game as well. Farrow will drop it back out deep for Brady Backner. Holding. Skip pass. Way out deep. Franklin digging in. This is Antonetti. Out deep for Ryan Backner. He's got a goal tonight. Antonetti. Down behind the goal comes Gustafson. Drops it there. Looping cross field pass. It's caught. Another pass is caught. Look at the passing by North Attleboro. Gustafson reaches high to get it. In front, it's caught by Backner. The athleticism passing, it is a skill, believe me. And the Red Rocketeers showing it. Their talent in that department, their sound defensively, and great goalkeeping as well. Under 5 to go in the third quarter. No scoring in this period. Antonetti. Cannot go. There's the pass in front. Franklin right there with some power moves, and Friedman picks it up. The Franklin strength on defense showed itself right there. They did not allow North a good shot. That's the key for Franklin, the defense, but they need some they need some offense. This is Flynn Baker. Flynn He'll slow it down and loop one on the far right, front of the north bench. Comes Jack O'Connor. Jack holding it, switches shoulders on it, now gets it down deep. Ballerino out to Nate Walsh. He's got the 2 Panther goals. Keelty. Quinn. Franklin setting up their play. They take it down low. This is Jordan Gaspar. He'll leave it behind the goal for Jack O'Connor. Under 4 to go here in the third quarter. 3-2, that's your halftime score. We stay there. O'Connor coming around the screen. Still looking for the shot. It's wide, and Franklin will have the ball, and the player goes down hard there. Appears to be okay for North. That's Frankie Strachan. Panthers right back with it. Quinn Keelty dancing through. He's got some space. He shoots. The save. The rebound is loose. Still on the air, and now a whistle stops play. Whistle here on the play. We're going to check on Frankie Strachan. He might have taken a shot to the head. He's with one of their coaches there on the far side. He's in considerable pain. And he'll go off. Mike Barisi, their coach, nice round of applause for Frankie Strachan. So that's the whistle. Stops play with 3:22 to go. Franklin trailing it. No scoring in this period. The Panthers will still have possession. Quinn Connor Casey's been outstanding in goal. Some of the greatest goalkeeping we've seen all season in this game by both teams, especially Casey, but Friedman's had his share of great stops as well. That's why we're only at 3-2. Out deep for Quinn Keelty now. Keelty coming through. He's going to shoot. That's wide. Franklin will have the possession. Under 3 to go now in the third. Gaspar for Walsh. Now for Quinn. Thomas gets the pass there. The shot is just wide and taken back on the save in a block rather by a defender. Ball is loose on the turf. Franklin hustles for it. They can't get it. Physical play. Ball is still loose. Now it's Ballerino with it. Controlling it at midfield. Makes a move behind a defender. Ballerino. Charlie. Still holding it. He's got Gaspar in front. He passes up on Gaspar and loops it now out deep for Thomas Quinn with 2:10 to go in the third. 3-2. North on top. Franklin with the ball. This is Keelty. Quinn. These teams are so evenly matched. Keelty in front. Right in front. The shot there, the save. The rebound is loose. It's controlled by the Panthers. The shot in the goal by Walsh. He ties it up. Nate Walsh has a hat trick. He's got all 3 Panther goals. Nate Walsh on a beautiful shot. He was heads up on the plate. He ties it at 1:46. The hat trick goal by the sophomore, Nate Walsh. He's got goals at 2:24 of the first period, 5:31 of the second period, and 1:46 of the third period. And Franklin has come back from a 3-1 deficit to tie the score at 3 with 1:46 to go in the third period. This has been the game of the year so far that we've covered here on Franklin TV. Pete Royce with you, Chris Flynn with the sights and sounds of your viewing pleasure. Franklin wins the draw. Taking it there was Lampasona. Rocco still holding. He'll drop it for Jordan Gaspar. Gaspar, he loses it but recovers. Now whistle stops play. And let's see. It's a timeout called. Franklin calls the timeout with 1:32 to go in the third period. Goals have been hard to come by here tonight. Let's take a look at upcoming games for Franklin. After today, Franklin will be on the road on, let's check that. That'll be on the road on Saturday at Boston College High School. That's a non-league game. That's a 2 o'clock face-off at BC. And then Franklin will have another road game after that on May 12th at Attleboro. And then get this, Franklin will then play 5 games in 8 days on the 16th. Look at the competition. May 16th at Franklin versus St. John's of Shrewsbury. Then on the 19th at King Philip. Then on the 20th, home to Longmeadow. On the 21st, home to Walpole. That's 3 games in 3 days and 5 games in 8 days as they finish it off against Walpole on the 21st of May, and then one more at Duxbury on the 23rd. That's the 8 days, the 5 games. What a schedule for Franklin as they move to get closer to the end of the regular season. And right after this period break, we'll give you the rundown on the latest ranking of all the 4 major sports teams in the spring sports for Franklin High School. Just off the press yesterday morning from the MIAA Power Ranking Division. Here we go, 1:32 left. Franklin on the ball, trailing it, is tied up now 3-2. This is Walsh, he has all 3 goals. Such an important next goal. Who will make it? Who will have it? Will Franklin have the lead or will they trail once again? 1:20 to go in the 3rd period. With it is Seamus Conlon. Walsh to Keelty. 1:09 left in this period. Good crowd on hand for senior night here at Piscini. Franklin gets the shot off. It's wide, but they're closest to the ball. They'll retain this possession. 1 minute straight up in the 3rd period. We get power rankings coming up next year on Franklin TV. This is Seamus Conlon. Out for Nate Walsh, the hat trick scorer here tonight. Walsh looking for number 4. He comes through, he shoots, it's just wide. And is saved there, picked up by the Panthers. O'Connor out deep. Oh, it's dropped. Walsh gets it in front. Can he secure it? No, but Franklin's there at the back line to get it. Out deep now for Conlon. 31 seconds to go for O'Connor. He's going to slow things down. 26 seconds left in the period. O'Connor makes his move. Jack, he's going to shoot. It's wide. It's going to go to the end line. Franklin will have the possession, but only 15.8 left. Franklin trying to get the lead. They haven't led since the 1st period. This is Walsh. 9-8. Walsh coming through. He goes down. No whistle. Play on. Oh, trying to call for the ball was Keelty, but the pass was too high and it goes out of bounds. And the 3rd quarter will come to a close. North Attleboro really psyched here in front of their team. You can see them. They're in this game. They're at a tie with Franklin. 3-3 after 36 minutes of play, 12 left on the Piscini Stadium scoreboard. Well, we told you we'd give you the power rankings just out yesterday. Here's the way they shape up. Franklin in baseball, they're the number 24th team ranked so far. Now, Franklin has done better in past years. They got off to a very slow start, but they're coming on. And Franklin is number 24. Who's number 1? Yes, their old nemesis, Taunton High School. And get this, in softball, Franklin is 13. Who's number 1? Taunton High School. The Hockomock rival Taunton 1-1 in baseball and softball. Franklin 24-13. This team you're watching here tonight, boys lacrosse, they're number 17 in the state right now. Who's on top? Lincoln Sudbury High School. We've played Lincoln a number of times, especially in postseason play. And finally in girls lacrosse, the girls team ranked 15, and the number 1 team right now in Division 1 in girls lacrosse is North Andover High School. So there you have it, baseball 24, softball 13, boys lacrosse 17, and girls lacrosse 15, the latest power rankings from the MIAA. We'll keep track of that. They'll be out again on Friday, and then every Tuesday and Friday till we get close to the end of the season, which is not that far away, folks. Franklin, after today, will 7 regular season games. That's all they'll have left. Then we'll move into postseason play. The all-important 4th period is now. It's 12 minutes of action left. 3-3 is your score. On the draw for North is Luke Antonetti, and for Franklin, Rocco Lampasona. Franklin now going from left to right. Red Rocketeers going the other way. Good crowd. They're into this game. Lampisona wins it. Lampisona stays with it. He's going to charge through. Lampisona's going to shoot, and he's going to go wide. We've had that before. Well, Lampisona, the faceoff specialist, has scored earlier this season. He almost had another one. Would have put the Panthers in front. They've retained the possession. The shot is wide again and saved. And not knowing where the ball was, finally coming up with it is Connor Casey. And now whistle stops play. Whistle stops play. What are they going to say here? Is it a goal? Carbonell is signaling. It looked like the signal for the goal, but there may be a penalty coming inside the 8-meter mark, and that should bode well for the Panthers. Let's see what they call here. There's going to be, the ball is going to be faced off. It is a goal. It is a goal for Franklin. I thought there was. Franklin scores it. I'm not sure who they could give credit to that goal, but Franklin leads it at 11:37. I thought it was the signal for the goal, but I wasn't sure. Heavy traffic in front. Franklin with the lead. They haven't led since the first period. And Lampisona wins it again. He started that drive with the face-off. Now the ball comes back to the Red Rocketeers. Now they're down 4-3. What a game here tonight. That was Brady Backner. He'll drop it out top. Very huge player is Andrew Schmidt. Looks like a tight end in football. Now over to Brady Backner again. We're in the fourth period. Franklin with the lead, 4-3. Backner. A lively, big crowd on hand at Piscini Stadium on senior night. One of the biggest crowds we've seen in a while. The shot there is wide. Oh, a good look. A good look for the Red Rocketeers. Just misfiring there was Antonetti. Luke retained the possession, are the Red Rocketeers. That was a near tie on that shot by Antonetti. 10:30 left in the game. Pushed out back is Brady Backner. Now he charges, drops it on the left wing. There's the shot there, the save by Friedman, and the catch in midair by Nate Walsh. He's been a star today with 3 goals. Walsh, he takes a bump, and he blocked his opponent so the Panthers could have a shot at it. It's still loose on the turf. The scrum for the ball, whistles blowing. And let's see what they're going to call here. They're going to give it to the Panthers. Good play. Coming up on 10 minutes to go in the game. Franklin 4, North Attleboro 3. We are so glad you're with us here on Franklin TV. Huge audience at the stadium. O'Connor down low, just a little bit of the corner of the sunshine left on the field there. This is Jordan Gaspar around the net. He falls down, still retains possession, and he now loses it. Still on the turf, bumping there, ball is loose. Digging for it is North. They come out with it back in their own end line. They pass it to their goalkeeper, Casey. Casey, he's vacated the net. He's got to hold on here. And he loops a pass underhanded. It's caught on the dead run by Nathaniel Robin. Robin on the right wing. Drops it down now. Behind the net it comes. Coming up on the 9-minute mark in the game. Ryan Backner holding it out deep. This is Luke Antonetti. Antonetti for Schmidt. Andrew Schmidt back to Antonetti. Luke for Schmidt. Antonetti. Schmidt down below now. Franklin packing it in. This is Schmidt. He's going to shoot. A save by Friedman. Friedman with the beauty. The goalkeeping is outstanding here tonight. Coach said Friedman was a big reason why the Panthers defeated Mansfield last game 11-10. Franklin has it, but it's looped away, and Casey gets out of his net. He's very athletic back there. He gets the ball. Franklin with the attempted steal. Can they get it? It's loose on the turf. Franklin has it for a moment, still loose. The scrum there. Look at the physical play. Look at the physical play. The ball comes loose, and the North Red Rocketeers have it. With the run is Strachan. Good to see him back. He was injured and went out in the third quarter. Coming through all alone. The shot there is wide. The blast by Brady Backner with 7:46 to go in the game. 4-3, Franklin on top. Ball is controlled by the Red Rocketeers. Absolutely spectacular night here in Franklin tonight. On senior night for Franklin. They honored their 16 seniors. Out top it comes. Left wing there for Andrew Schmidt. Backner back to Schmidt. Down on the back line for Gustafson. In front, a save by Friedman. He sprawled out to make the save. It's controlled by the Red Rocketeers. They'll go on the attack again. This is Gustafson looking for the equalizer. 4-3 Franklin. There's the shot there. It's wide. A real power shot by Brady Backner. And that was wide with under 7 minutes to go in the game. Red Rocketeers back with it. A lot of pressure here. There's the shot there. And the goal, the tying goal by Brady Backner. He has a powerful shot, and he ties it at 4. Brady Backner ties the score at 4 for Backner. That's his second goal. So Brady Backner with 2, Ryan Backner with 1, and Schmidt with 1. We're tied at 4. The goal comes at 6:48 left in the game. It's going to come down to 6 minutes and 48 seconds of play here at Piscini Stadium. Antonetti to take the draw against Rocco Lampasona. Referee Jim Carbonneau right there, working alongside Tim Johnson. Ball is loose on the turf, digging for it. And Franklin comes out with it. They get the pass. Open field here on the right side. With it for Franklin was Tyler Crandall. He gets it to Jack O'Connor. Franklin settles things down now. O'Connor out there. Franklin slowing it down. 6:14 left. I'm sorry, 6:15 left. O'Connor shoots, and he scores! Oh, let's check it. It was Quinn Keelty. Quinn Keelty comes back to score it. 5-4 Franklin. Quinn Keelty gets the goal at 6:08. 40 seconds after the Brady Backner goal, Keelty puts the Panthers on top again. Well, we've had very little scoring in the first half. It was 3-2 at halftime, and here in this period, Franklin has scored 3 and they've given up 2. So 3-2 more here in this period. But Franklin has forged the lead 5-4 with 6:08 to go, and Lampasona wins it. This is what he can do. He can take it upfield, but he's going to drop it. Now he's going to get off. Face off and get off for Franklin's Rocco Lampasona. Now it's Jack O'Connor. Jack to the end line for Ballerino. Charlie, under 6 we go. Can Franklin hold on? Quinn Keelty. Franklin spreading the field now. Holding it is Ballerino. I'm sorry, he dropped it back to the back line for O'Connor. Jack spinning through, pass in front. There's the shot. Oh, a beautiful save by Casey on the quick release by Charlie Ballerino. Panthers retain possession, 5:12 left. One goal would be mighty big right now for the Panthers if they can add on to that 1-goal lead. Exactly 5 minutes to go in this game. Coming through. Pass is wide, and that's going to the end line. That's a turnover, and North Attleboro will have it with a chance to tie. They start out in their own zone with 4:50 to go here in the game. Speed, and now heavy contact. They blast the ball away from Chase Farrow, and they win it. That's what Franklin can do. This is Jordan Gaspar. The Franklin defense, outstanding. You saw it right there, preventing the fast break for, now the shot in front and the goal. Quickly, it's Thomas Quinn. That's the goal we talked about. Makes it a 2-goal differential. I believe it was Thomas Quinn. We'll give him credit. Unofficially, Thomas Quinn makes it 6-4. And that goal comes at 4:25. So Keelty and Thomas Quinn, Franklin by 2, 6-4. Remember, they trailed 3-1 in this game. 4:25 to go. Lampasona looks for the ball. He comes down with it. Lampasona heads up play, keeps his head up. Takes a bump here and a timeout called by Coach Chris Baker. Well, let's take a look at the North Attleboro upcoming schedule. So they've won 5 in a row. They've been kind of alternating home games and away games. Their last 2 were away, 2 big road wins at Canton and at Stoughton. And next up for North Attleboro after today's game on May 9th, so that'll be Friday, they'll be at Dartmouth. That's a 4:30 game, and then they'll return home on the 13th to host King Philip. Now, King Philip took them on the first game of the season 20-10. This is a different North Attleboro team at this point. I do not expect King Philip to have that kind of a romp in the next meeting between these two teams. And Franklin, as we said, their next game is Saturday at Boston College High School. That's a 2 o'clock draw in Chestnut Hill. 4 minutes and 17 seconds left here on senior night. We mentioned the 16 seniors. By the way, the Franklin team is comprised this year of 16 seniors, 16 juniors. So yes, we'll have 16 seniors next year if everybody stays intact, and 3 sophomores. There are no freshmen on this team. Remember, the JV team for Franklin is outstanding. They're undefeated. And the other day, I think they gave up their first 2 goals of the season. And tonight, I saw it at 6-0, Franklin over North Attleboro JV in the opener between these two schools off this very stadium turf. Good crowd on hand here from Piscini Stadium, and you have to love the look on the far side with the new bleachers installed there for the visitors, and that old rickety press box has been taken down, and it's just a nice look across the field as well. Very crisp look to the stadium now as we're all set to go. With 4:17 left, Pete Royce, Chris Flynn, so happy you're with us here on Franklin TV. Here we go with 4:17 left. Franklin with the ball. They charge through. There's the shot and the goal right off the timeout. Right off the timeout. And the goal by Quinn Keelty. 2 of the last 3 goals by Keelty. And Franklin opens up a 3-goal lead. That one took exactly 15 seconds for the Franklin goal from the last one by Quinn, we believe. Keelty makes it 7-4. This has been one beautiful lacrosse game here tonight. And a good crowd on hand appreciating it as well. So North Attleboro will have to come out of their game plan. Their defense dominated. They need some offense. Lampasona again with the draw. Gets it on the right wing for O'Connor. 4 minutes left. Ballerino. Out top. How about Franklin scoring off the timeout in 15 seconds? Keelty holds it up now. Franklin in control. This is Thomas Quinn. Quinn over to Jack O'Connor. Franklin eating some clock here. O'Connor, one of the 16 seniors. He'll be doing a graduate year, postgraduate at the New Hampton School This is O'Connor. And Franklin now with under 3.5 to go in the game. The offense has come alive here in the second half. 5 goals in the second half, 3 in the first half. They've limited the Rocketeers to 1 goal in this half. Ballerino. Franklin's almost eaten a minute off the clock on this possession. Here comes Walsh. He takes a hard hit, still carries through. He shoots and he scores. How about that by Nate Walsh? He took a hard hit, didn't matter to him. He kept coming and he scores. It's 8-4. Walsh at 2 minutes and 55 seconds. The 4th Panther goal in about 4 minutes. Oh, check it. 3 minutes. 3 minutes and 13 seconds. The Panthers score 4 goals. And they lead it now 8-4. Oh, the Panthers played it beautifully. They took a minute and 4 off the clock, and then they score it with an outstanding goal by Nate Walsh. And for Walsh, that's number 4 goals on the night. Draw here, Lampasone has been so outstanding in winning the draws. He's going to take it against Luke Antonetti. This time it's controlled by the Red Rocketeers. Antonetti wins it. He's got good speed on the left side. Drops it to the sideline. Franklin digging in on defense. With it there is Quinn Regan. Regan in front. It's bobbled. Loose ball. And it's struggled for it. And coming out with it are the Red Rocketeers. Antonetti. His pass is fumbled. Loose ball. Battle for it on the turf. It still squirts loose and player goes down for it. What's the call? It's going to be Red Rocketeer ball. With 2:21 to go in this game. Remember, Franklin at Boston College High School on Saturday at 2 o'clock. Schmidt drops it out top. Down behind the line now. In front, pass is too high. It's an errant pass. It's going to go out of bounds, and Franklin will have it with 2 minutes and 1 second to go in the game. The game has featured outstanding play all around, especially by Nate Walsh. He's got 4 goals, and Sam Friedman in goal has been outstanding, as has Connor Casey of North. 2:01 to go. Franklin with the ball in the offensive zone. And now, well, right at midfield. Now they cross the zone. Under 2 to go in the period now, in the game. Coming through is Quinn in front. His shot is wide. Franklin right there for it. And they'll retain possession. We'll see if North gets a timeout here. 1:47 to go. They'll sub somebody in. What a game for the Panthers. This is Thomas Quinn. Thomas takes a bump, comes around a screen. On the left side, Nate Walsh with 4 goals tonight. 1:20 left. Quinn Keelty. Keelty holding, takes a glance at the clock, 1:12 to go. Keelty. In front, there's the shot there. It's a save by Casey. And a long looping pass is going to be caught. No, it's dropped by Quinn Regan. Regan will chase it down and tries to save it. He does, but it's loose. Now the battle for it. And let's see, Franklin wins the ball with 44.5 seconds to go. Franklin in control here. A long pass comes up to Quinn. Well, not that long. Quinn, though, now another pass. Franklin charging through. With it for the Panthers is Drew McCarthy. Drew, right up the middle. He's going to shoot. He's going to score. Drew McCarthy, the senior captain, heading for St. Michael's. He'll be playing lacrosse up in Vermont, but not before he scores another goal here. And Franklin is going to seal it with 28.3 seconds to go. Drew McCarthy makes it 9-4. 5 unanswered goals by the Panthers. It was 4-4 at 6:48 in this period. And now it's 9-4. 5 goals in about 6.5 minutes in that span. And Franklin in control, 9-4. What a victory for the Panthers. Remember, they have a very busy stretch coming up in just about 5 days. Well, maybe a little bit more than that, about a week. They'll have 5 games in 8 days, including 3 on consecutive days. Panthers with the ball with 23.4 seconds to go. Coming through with it is Flynn Baker. Baker charging, he's gonna shoot. It's saved by Casey. And he almost had a goal, did Flynn Baker, but it's coming back the other way with 10 seconds to go. Looping pass up there, all alone. The shot, the save by Friedman. That's a fitting way for the senior to end this game. Sam Friedman, one of 16 seniors, gives the Panthers a 9-4 victory. Franklin comes back. They led it after early on 1-0. Then it was tied. They trailed at halftime 3-2 after trailing at 3-1. Then in the second half, they explode for 7 goals and hold North to 1. I'd like to thank you fans for tuning in tonight. I'd like to thank our producer, our director, our camera operator tonight, Chris Flynn, among the first to arrive and the last to leave. This is Pete Royce saying so long for Franklin TV and on our YouTube telecast. The final score for the final time tonight, Franklin 9, North Attleboro 4. Till next time, so long, neighbors.